What's going on, everyone? It is Jelena from Create That Party. Yes, I am your event planner, the queen that creates while all of you celebrate. Thank you all for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, please, and thank you kindly. And for those of you who are already subscribing to my channel, thank you all for following me and supporting me. I truly appreciate it. So let's get down to business. I had a friend who asked me to, she's been asking me to do this for a while, I'm not even gonna lie. And I figured I just needed some time to get it together, but I thought about doing more DIY videos, so I decided to start with her project. So you know how like sometimes you have like a nice little wall decal and the letter of your name. So her name starts with a J, I'll say that. So I'll tell you all what I have, and I am really improvising because I don't have a lot of materials, so I had to get really creative. Create that party. Like, I wasn't able to find what I wanted online that wasn't a ridiculous price. So I just went to Home Depot and said, you know what, I gotta make it. I gotta make a J. So I went to Home Depot and got like this styrofoam board. Now, normally I would have gotten just like a styrofoam board from like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. That's where I would have gotten it from. But since none of those stores are open and only Home Depot is open, I found this one for $5 and praying to God that I don't mess it up. I would have showed you all like how it was if I would have, you know, I drew this J myself clearly, as you can tell, but it's not bad and it'll work for what I'm trying to do. Plus I don't need for it to, I'm not like it, you'll see afterwards. It doesn't really matter how, you know, in terms of how neat it is, as long as it looks like a J, because it's going to be covered with flowers. So I do have a styrofoam board. I did buy these flowers from Amazon. So these synthetic flowers that I'm going to, hopefully you can see that, I hope, that I'm going to put on there. I bought some, she wanted like a bedazzled J with some white flowers. So I bought some brooches that I'm gonna put all over it. What else do I have? I could not find my razor or my styrofoam cutter. So I just randomly had these scissors and I'm hoping that they're gonna work. If not, we're gonna make it work. Actually, I did find my razor, but I found my razor right here. But I think I'm gonna use my scissors anyway. I randomly have some white tape. I was thinking about using this somehow, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And most importantly, a glass of wine for when I get frustrated. Gotta start off right. So the first thing I'm gonna do is cut out my J. I'm hoping that I don't mess this up. Like I said, I only bought one board. So I am going to cut this to the best of my ability. This board is pretty thick too, so yeah, I gotta cut down deep. Now, is the scissors working out the best way possible? See, that's why you had to take that sip of wine already. Do I want to do this? I get really like weary with blades. I cut my hand a long time ago, and I don't like sharp stuff around my hands, so we're just gonna stick with the scissors and make it work. Which it is working. So so I was able to cut it out. This is my J. Now I know it looks a little, you know, raggedy on the edges, but that is okay because I'm going to cover this. So I'm covering this with tape for two reasons. The first reason is that I do want these edges to kind of be covered a little bit. The second reason is that because the styrofoam is pink, I don't want this to show through anything. So I'm gonna put some ribbon over it So in order for me not to use a whole lot of ribbon, I just want to make sure that I can kind of, you know, cover up or disguise the pink as much as possible. So I'm going to put white tape. Now guys, this is a true DIY project, so don't be over here judging me, okay? This is not something you judge somebody for. Got that. Ooh, don't want to spill the wine now. Let me take a sip. Little story time. I'm in a very interesting situation right now. So I've had my business for 3 years, or it'll be 4 years. And oh shit, wait. Oh, it's been 4 years already. Oh, I should have celebrated my. You know what? It's because of COVID. I blame it on COVID. Wait, what's today's date? April. My anniversary is in 2 days. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do? Oh my god, that just made me wanna cry. That just made me wanna cry. I can't believe my anniversary. It will be my 4-year anniversary. What's today? Thursday? On Saturday. I gotta throw myself a party. What am I gonna do? I gotta throw myself a party. I gotta throw myself a virtual party. Yes. But before I got sidetracked, I was just saying that yeah, this is my 4-year anniversary. But anyway, so I was very part-time at first, very, very part-time. And it started to grow. I got more, you know, I got more clients and stuff like that. And I eventually went full-time. So as y'all saw in my very first YouTube video, you know the story. Y'all know this. I don't even know why I'm saying this all over. But for those of you who don't know, I went full-time, and I used that the first several months. I really used that to learn. Like, I didn't go to school for business. I'm making a mess. I went to school for human resources, and I was in the field of human resources for about 10 plus years. That sounds like a long time. I'm not even that old. I'm just saying, I'm not even that old. But anyway, so yeah, so that's my background. Anyway, so I used a lot of that time to build, grow, network, all that fun stuff. And then y'all saw me, you know, I spent a good damn it, it's time for wine. Okay, I spent a good time just learning about the business. Oh, and then you guys saw me start this project with the venue. So I was doing that for a while. And honestly, when you're trying to save money, like, I had to be here a lot. Like, y'all saw me, I took my own trips to Home Depot, multiple trips. I was cleaning up myself. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. I was tired. Sometimes I don't even know how I did it. But anyway, so I did all of that. And all that to say is that I wasn't really making a lot of money. I did have a cushion, like some savings that I had. So I was able to lean on that. But I basically used like all of my money, all of my savings for this project, for my venue. But anyway, so I had to go and get this, what do you call this? Ribbon. So anyway, so I used all my money, and before I get into that, I just want y'all to know that I'm gonna like basically cover this, because I don't want her to just have something with the back of it being white. That's kind of lame. So I'm gonna cover all of this with some ribbon, so that way it just looks pretty on both ends, even though you're not gonna see the back. And I got my glue gun. I just had to plug this in while I stopped the recording. So, what was I saying? You see how sidetracked I get? So, I used all my money, and then quarantine hit. So by me using all my money, like I was at a point where I wasn't eligible to receive like a loan because I didn't have a lot of experience, or full-time experience, I would say. I wasn't making the amount of money that that banks felt like I should have been making in order to give me money. It kind of reminded me of, like, you know, when you first graduate college and you go for a job and everybody's like, and I know this because I was in human resources and I hated it, but I didn't hate human resources, I just hated this process. But everybody would say, oh, you have to have experience. And listen, I'm just covering this J. I'm just making it like a nice little pattern, as you can see. I feel like this light is too bright, but I'm making a nice little pattern, kind of like a candy cane. Y'all know how candy canes are? They look real cute. Anyway, so yeah, so I wasn't making enough money where banks felt comfortable. So I ended up using all of my savings and credit cards. Now, I don't personally think that credit cards is the best thing to do. I think if you do use credit cards, then what I did is I got credit cards that had 0% for a 0% interest for like the first 10 to 12 months. So that made me feel more comfortable about it because I wasn't racking up these high interest rates. So I would recommend that. Anyway, so by me doing that, it of course racked up. It put my limits very high because this project cost way more than I thought it was. And so all that to say is that it did have it had an impact on my credit score. So then when COVID hit, of course they're like, you know, with SBA loans, they're looking at your credit history, and I'm like, wait, prior to all of this stuff, my credit score was like the high 700s. Now my credit score is not that, and they like, nah, they ain't trying to hear me. And then on the other end, it was like I didn't make enough money for the business and I made way too much money for an individual. So I kind of feel like I fell through the cracks, which is not, it's not fair. It's really not fair. It's unfortunate. Unemployment, I haven't heard back. Nobody responds or nobody picks up. And I totally get it because there's so many people in the same boat. But when it's happening to you, you just feel like that they're doing it on purpose. Even though I know they're not. But anyway, so I have been applying for, look at that. It is just, I had just enough. Look how, wait, let me just kind of do this a little bit differently so it kind of covers everything. But, so yeah, so that I was in a vulnerable, I was in a funky situation. That's what I'll say. I call it funky situation right now. I'm in a funky situation, and you know, I do a lot of projects in between. So I'm still in a leadership program, which I personally feel has helped me along the way. It definitely has helped me. It helped me remain positive about all of this because I could feel like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe this is happening to me. But I'm not going to go there because God did not bring me this far to fail. There is no possible way, because all of this stuff that happened to me, even with me getting this venue, ain't nothing but God. So I'm going to just chill, you know, but I wouldn't be human if I didn't say like that I wasn't in my feelings like every other day. I'm just saying. So that happened or whatever. And so now, all this, I don't know how I got on a tangent and said all of that. But basically, I got to this point now where I come to my venue sometimes and it just makes me feel better. It makes me feel like that there is hope. It makes me feel like that, you know, I'm still on a journey of accomplishing something. It just makes me feel good. That's the best way I can describe it. So now I'm just closing off my J with a little hot glue. So that way, you know, the ends look all nice and tapered, and it looks a little, you know, it looks a little professional. You know what I'm saying? So, doing that with my hot glue gun. I'm not sure if this is the best angle for a DIY. I feel like it's just more of me. But I guess, you know, if y'all would finally leave some comments, maybe I could learn from it. But y'all want to talk. Everybody just want to look. Nobody want to say nothing. I'm just saying, y'all should talk to people now. Now I know when I go to YouTube videos, I'm going to start commenting because I'll be wanting to know. And nobody want to talk to me. That's all good. Y'all tell me outside. Y'all be like, oh, Jelena, that was a nice video. I'm like, well, why you ain't say it on the post? But anyway, so yeah, I'm in a vulnerable situation, but it's all good. And y'all know me, I'm very real with y'all. Y'all done seen this, the journey start from the beginning. So there's no reason to front. And this is just a part of the process, I guess. Even though I can't say that this happened for, this is nothing that ever happened to anybody, but I'm pretty sure that when we were in the recession, I'm pretty sure like there's pivotal moments in history where stuff happened and somebody was in the same exact position. And however it happened for them is however it happened. And I assume and I hope that they came out on top like I know I will. But that is still, it still is hard. Okay. So here we go. This is a J. I covered it with some ribbon. Remember I told y'all how the sides, they was all looking rough. So now that I covered it with tape and with ribbon, you can't even tell. I'm just saying, you can't tell. So now what I'm gonna do is, so I have all of these flowers that I could have sworn I cut all of the stems off already, but I guess I didn't. Now I gotta go get a wire cutter. And I don't have a lot of, my material or things here. I do have a couple things. So I do have my wire cutter here. It was in my office. So if you have flowers, you can either get the ones that already come without the stem, or you can just cut it off. So I got the ones with the stem because I like the flowers. They were inexpensive. I'm not putting a link on Amazon. I'm not putting a link on my account for Amazon because I don't get paid for this, you feel me? Nobody paying me. I'm tired of giving out stuff for free. You feel me? I'm tired. Anyway, so I'm going to put these flowers on here. And I'm going to kind of put it on an angle. So I'm going to start up top here. Can you see that? I really hope y'all can see this. I'm going to start on top. And I want to make it a nice pattern. So I'm going to make it so that way it goes on an angle. And I think that's going to look nice. I'm sure it will, because I have enough experience making bouquets. So I understand the importance of having a nice, like a nice little pattern there. I don't want to make it too tight because these are all the flowers that I have. So you're going to put glue on the back of your flowers. Just place them nicely. Give it a little stick. Let's do another one. Like I said, just make sure you keep the pattern because you want it to look very nice. She's going to she's really decked out her room. She loves sparkle. She loves things that glitter. So you want to make sure, well, not y'all, but I want to make sure that this goes very, that this matches everything, She just wants a little white and silver room. So we're going to give her nice little white flowers for purity. I don't know about the whole pure part, but white flowers. This actually didn't take as long as I thought it was. I put this off for like a good 2 weeks. I ain't gonna lie. now is the fun part. So now I get to dazzle it. So now I get to bedazzle it with all of these beautiful little brooches. You know I love brooches. So I just got a pack off of Amazon. I didn't get anything too crazy, but she wanted something that was silver with, that was white with bling. So this is the bling. Too bad they're individually wrapped. Fuck. This is whack as fuck. Another sip of wine. Here's the thing, I like crafting, but I'm impatient as hell. So, crafting is supposed to, like, people who like to craft, such as myself, it's supposed to relax you. But like, if it's like the stuff like this, like, why would you individually wrap this? Like, if I bought this in bulk, well, I guess if somebody wanted to sell them individually, then. But what am I gonna sell these for? A quarter? I don't know. I am a little broke right now. I could sell these for a quarter. Anybody want to buy brooches? I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. But yeah. So this right here is tedious. That I don't like the tedious stuff. That's my problem. Like cutting off each stem. I just want them all to be available. It's like I need an assistant for my crafting, which doesn't really make sense. Well, I guess it does. Who's gonna judge? Who's gonna tell me I don't need an assistant for crafting? This is annoying. This is very annoying. So anyway, so I'm going to add all of these brooches onto this beautiful J. You know what? I was even thinking about calling her to get like a reaction, like calling her and recording the screen so I can get a reaction. So you're gonna want to take off the backs. Oh, this is so fucking pretty. You're gonna want to take off the backs so that way nobody's stabbing themselves. Well, I guess I could have left them off, but I'm so used to taking off the backs from when I do bouquets. So I'm a pro. I am a pro at this. So you're gonna take the wire cutters, take off the backs, make sure that you are being careful with them. You don't want any to fall on the floor. If you have loved ones or little fur babies, you don't want any person or whatever you want to call them. You don't want anything or anyone to step on them. So I've used 37 flowers. And I am using probably about a good 20 brooches all on here. I think that should be enough. And if it's not, then I have a lot more that I could add on. But she likes a lot of bling, so I am going to bling it out for her. So these are some beautiful little brooches. I always like go behind it, hopefully. Oh, there you go, you can see it. Okay, beautiful little brooches, and I'm just going to place them onto the J. I feel like, I don't know if you can really see it because this light is so bright, but it makes me look good, so I'm gonna keep it up. So we're just gonna place this like all over. Get off, jeez. Okay, so I'm really gonna place them like in the middle of the flowers because I think that pops out the most. And these are so cute. I think I want one for myself. What the fuck? Okay. All right. Let's try this. Okay. Yes, this is me. OMG. Ow. Oh. I've still not gotten used to glue being all on my hands. This crap hurts. Look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. She better like this. She better like this. Because if not, I'm taking it because my name starts with a J. Oh my gosh, this is so This is so gorgeous. And I'm gonna put it on, am I gonna put it on every rose? She likes a lot of bling, so I'm gonna put it on every rose. Cause she is like the bling queen. I thought I like bling, but she outdoes me. Like, homie is like on some other mess. Like, damn girl. You know when you record DIYs, it's kind of like talking to yourself. I think I do a good job at talking to myself. Ow. God don't like ugly. He was like, don't talk to yourself. I can't, God, I'm here by myself and I'm just talking to a camera. This is probably therapeutic. Let's see why people do it. So, I'm not gonna talk during this time because I will fast forward it. All right, folks, and there you have it. This is blinged out J. Isn't it dope? I personally really like it. If you can't see it, I am going to send pictures. Yeah. And oh, last but not least, these little sawtooth hangers from Home Depot. Can you see? There you go. So I gotta clean up this afterwards. So she's gonna be able to hang this on her wall. So I'm going to stick it in. Ow, ow, ow. I'm so rough sometimes. So rough. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of it because I know that this is styrofoam, so it's not gonna like really stay. So I'm gonna put some glue behind it. Man, I am going to stick that sucker in. So because this is going to be easy to push in, and it's not. so smart. So bam. So I added this on the back of it. Can you see? I feel like this is so long. So that way she could hang it. And once I clean it all off, she'll have a J. And it'll be on top of her bed or something. I don't even know. If you like this J, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more DIY videos, then let me know. Once I replay this, I will see how it all looks on camera. So if it doesn't look as good, if it's too shiny or something like that, the next time I know I need to turn the lights down a little bit. But I won't know until after I play the video. So thank you all for watching. Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, like it, give it a thumbs up, comment below, as well as follow me on social media, create that party. All right, talk to y'all soon.